You're locked in to the show that gets people hard. Really hard.
Please let me come.
It's time for a little afternoon Joe Cronin. Get ready to get off.
I just might fucker!
Please let me come.
Fuck you with a broomstick!
You're locked in to the show that gets people hard. Really hard.
Please let me come.
It's time for a little afternoon Joe Cronin. Get ready to get off.
I just might fucker!
Please let me come.
Fuck you with a broomstick! I love it!
My tank is officially empty.
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
You ever see two Italian people talking to each other and they go oh paisan or whatever, and you're just like, your people are gross.
Yes, sir.
Please let me come.
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
Oh, what's going on, man? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good day today. There's a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about. There's a whole bunch to talk about, to be honest. I have a message from SITH NEGAN that I must read to you guys in regards to the Bullfrog situation yesterday. So we will be reading you the statement from SITH NEGAN in regards to the Bullfrog situation. I don't know why, but I was fairly trolled all day the other day because Dan Kennedy said there was a list of things we can't mention on the show or something like that. That's not true. I talked to Dan Kennedy about it and said, why did you say that? And Dan Kennedy is like, I don't know. But I have a list of things I don't talk about. And I'm like, okay, but I never gave you that list. So that was kind of funny. That's been kind of funny. The emails and messages about a list or whatever, I found that hilarious. Also, Dan Kennedy is apparently in the hospital today. So, man, and that has nothing to do. I'll admit I had him poisoned. You know what I mean? Because he said that. Because he made that up. I had him poisoned. No, but he is in the ER, so, man, give him some love. He said he'll let me know as soon as he figures it out. And, of course, the big news that everybody's really here for, CM Punk leaving AEW. We talked about this 2 weeks ago. I said that they were looking to buy out his contract and that I had gotten rumors and sources and people, and I was fairly confident that they are looking to buy out a contract. And now what I understand is somebody has to go. That's what I'm understanding. So now after being told that, I was told that Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks are gone, that they're going to whittle down their contracts and get them out of here. And I was also told that CM Punk was going to be gone too, and they're trying to buy out his contract. So after what was said 2 weeks ago with that, and everything that's been said with that, what I've kind of made up in my own mind as a decision here, using all the information that's been presented to all of us about all this situation, I believe that they are trying to get rid of some party. Either way, one of the parties has to go. That's what I believe is going on. One of the parties has to go. And because of that, to me, it seems like it's the CM Punk party that's going. Because Ace Steel is already gone, and now the reemergence of the rumors that they're trying to buy out CM Punk's contract. So if you add those things up to me, right now, thank you, Sith. There you go. Right now, it all kind of leads to believing that it's CM Punk's camp that's going to be gone and not the others. But it could be everybody still, but at least right now it seems like if you were to bet on something, you would bet on Punk being the one gone based on this situation. So there you go. As far as CM Punk goes, I mean, that's what we know as far as that goes. But I don't 100% know, and we got more to get to on this and why and whatever, and there's a whole bunch of, reasons and examples and some potentially new information that's coming out on this. And, talk about a guy who could make his way to WrestleMania to face Roman Reigns now in that WrestleMania main event that he's always wanted. I mean, does it get any better, I guess, for Punk if he does leave AEW and then he just goes to WWE, maybe wins the Royal Rumble, faces Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, or if he just faces the other guy at WrestleMania and Cody Rhodes faces him, or if The Rock is there? I mean, there could be a big thing that goes on. Who's leaving, the Bucks or CM Punk? Look at CM Punk. Doesn't CM Punk look like a raccoon out to rape? Doesn't CM Punk look like a raccoon out to rape? So I'm going to get to all these things. We're going to circle around in all these things. We're going to circle around with what happened with Bullfrog the other day and the situation with Bullfrog. We're also going to wrap around the situation with Dan Kennedy and his comments. I was trolled all day on email yesterday about that. I'm going to set the record straight as always because people like to make things up. So you can make things up, but it doesn't make them true. But I enjoy it. I kind of enjoy having some fun with it. Dan Kennedy is in the ER today. Wish him well. Also, SITH NEGAN has responded to me with a hell of a statement about the situation with Bullfrog. So I will get to that in a minute as well. So there's almost a little drama here today about Bullfrog and about some stuff. Like that hasn't happened in a long, long time here, to be honest. And, it's funny when you keep, Bully Bull out of here. We haven't had we just don't have this kind of situation anymore because we're so Bullfrog clean that we don't have to worry about the guy. But today it looks like there's a little bit of a spike here, a little bit of something going on. It's been a while here on the show, but I don't mind getting into it a little bit. I'll do it. I also found the first time when Froggy got in a fight with Tommy, which is epic, by the way. I've heard it. One of the gems from that fight was this.
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her? Wow. Interesting stuff, man. So, that's crazy.
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
So, I appreciate Dan setting the record straight there yesterday, because I was like, what the fuck what are you saying? Because he was like, oh, you have a list of people, and a list of things we can't talk about on the show. And I'm like, I've never given anybody a list. There's no list on anybody. There's no list of anything. And the other thing was yesterday we literally mentioned everybody's name. Like anybody who could be mentioned was mentioned yesterday. Bullfrog mentioned everybody. We all talked about a bunch of different things. So at no point did I get upset or tell people they couldn't talk about anybody. That's just not real. You know what I mean? I mean, there's obviously things like I try to not talk about because I don't want to talk shit about people. So I try not to talk shit about people. But as long as you're not talking shit about people, that's okay. But there certainly is no list. And I found it funny. But Dan Kennedy just says he misspoke. And he said this. This is very interesting. He said, I said, hey, dude, why did you say that I give out a list of people we can't talk about? I don't do that. I don't think I've ever made a list. And he said, I didn't know what to say. I apologize. You didn't give me a list, but I am smart enough to know about things that people we don't talk about on your show. And I have them on a list to remind myself not to talk about them on your show. So I guess what Dan meant was he's got a list of people. I'd love to see that list, Dan. Send me that list, bro, of what you guys might just make Dan Kennedy's list. Dude, fucking Dan Kennedy has a list of you fuckers. You know what I mean? So I love it. Dan, in order to remember, like in order to figure out what he should and shouldn't talk about on the show, whatever that may be. Dan Kennedy has a list for himself, which I find to be delicious. And what I can tell you guys is you do not want to make Dan Kennedy's list. Let me tell you that. Whatever you do, guys, don't make Dan Kennedy's list, because he will you'll be done. You'll be canceled, to be honest. And he will never, ever, ever mention you ever on this show again if you make Dan Kennedy's list. And what do I mean by that? Well, you're going to see in a second, because this is incredible stuff. You do not want to make Dan Kennedy's list. So a lot of people picked up on this yesterday when Dan Kennedy said, you know, that he's got a list that he don't talk about. And listen, I don't blame him. You know, I get it. I get it. Just, you know, keep a little notepad. Remember what not to talk about on the show. You know, I totally get it. But yeah, I understand. But, you know, don't blame me for your list. You know, Dan, I mean, what are you doing? That's all I ask. Just don't blame me for your list. So we have a little shot here of we're working on something here. It won't be done for a little bit, but there it is. Of course, Dan Kennedy and his list. That's him right there working on his list. So, like I said, just be careful with what you do. You know, in the chat. You know, you do not want to make Dan's list. So be careful, because he is. I mean, you talk about Santa Claus. You know what I mean? Making a list, you checking it twice, going to find out who's naughty or nice. You don't want to make Dan Kennedy's list, okay? I would love to see this list, bro. I would love to see Dan Kennedy's list of who he's not supposed to talk about. So, you know, I appreciate him clearing that up, because I've certainly never made one, but it looks like Dan Kennedy has a list of you guys. And I don't know what that means exactly. I don't know if he can talk about, you know, things off the air and that's okay, or if it's on the air is not okay, or off. I don't know. You'd have to ask him, but he's we wish him well right now, because he is laboring right now, from what I understand. I think he has what my kids have. Now, I can't prove that. He could have some other thing. So, Dan, I love you, man. I'm thinking about you. Please let me know what's up. But it could be something else. A list of tards. It could be a list of tards, yes. Anyway, the show's just started. The alert's gone out to everybody. Guys, if you can, help the algorithm out. Help the algorithm of this show out. We're going to be talking about CM Punk, all kinds of bullshit, taking calls, all that stuff. Click the like button if you can down below, and stick the thumb directly up my ass. If you guys can, please stick the thumb directly up my rectum. Okay? Thank you very much. Stick the thumb up my rectum. Let me just check real quickly. The donations are on. They're listed. Everything's good to go. And the donation links are above, up top. You guys can use Super Chat down below. If you want to do Super Chat, do that. Or you guys can use Streamlabs, Stream Elements up at the top. A lot of people like to use Elements if they have credit cards, I guess. I don't know. But either way, they both work for both. And PayPal takes either one, and it doesn't matter. But up at the top, the links are there either way you want to go. But I think it's better to probably use Elements. Or Labs. Streamlabs up top there. Probably use that one. But you can use the other one if you want. You can use credit card, whatever. Or Super Chat, whatever you like to do. Anyway, there we go. Dan, I'll call in from the ER. Dan Kennedy will call in from the ER. So we're going to actually hear from Dan today. This is going to be great. So we're going to hear from Dan, and maybe he'll give us, maybe don't say the list. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe don't tell us the list, Dan, but, you know, it is nice that you have it written down. You know what I mean? Just don't tell us what your list is. Dan Kennedy's list of people he doesn't talk about, it's growing. It's getting longer and longer, but day by day for Dan Kennedy, guys. Click that like button. We should be at 69 likes by now. I mean, I don't understand. We got to be at 69 likes, like, any second. We really need to get to 100, but honestly, I like 69 because it makes females uncomfortable. No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, we wish you all the best, man. I hope you're okay, and I really do think you have what my kids had, but I can't prove that. Is my mic working right? Let me see. Does my mic sound okay to you guys? Because I actually had to re-update a whole bunch of stuff on my computer. That's why I'm late to the stream. I was going to be here. But I'm going to read Sith Negan's statement in just a few seconds. We're going to talk about Punk. We're going to talk about Boltard's situation. We're going to talk about wrestling news. We're going to go over Dan Kennedy's list because he does have a list of people that he does not want to talk about. So we have that Dan Kennedy list we're going to go over in a few. Thank you to Dan Kennedy. Also, we're going to take some calls potentially and see what you guys are saying. And, of course, we're going to play the donations. And we are going to go over the Sith Negan email. Coming up next, we're going to go over the Sith Negan email real quickly and see what he has to say about the situation with Bullfrog. And, Bullfrog, there's been a challenge to you tonight from what I've seen in the email, a challenge tonight on Monetize This. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen because, to be honest, Bullfrog sent me. Now, you guys remember Bullfrog yesterday begging to come back on the show, begging Sith Negan to let him back, begging me to let him back on the show, begging everybody to let him back on the show, and begging everybody and flipping out. Well, he sent me a Skype message earlier today, and it said, "I'm done with you, Joe. I'm blocking you everywhere." So now I don't know. Now he's blocked me. I don't know what's going on. But we'll find out if he has the balls to actually show up or if he has the balls to answer this email that I will play in a few seconds. But right now, let's hear what you guys are saying on the donations. This is the Joe Cronin Show in the afternoon. It's Friday, October 21st. Tonight is SmackDown. We got some news on tonight's SmackDown as well. And CM Punk on his way out of AEW. We're going to talk about that also. Plus, there's just so much shit going on. And, hey, man, for any Boston Bruins fans last night in hockey, holy shit. The goalie stood on his head and saved us a game last night. It was fucking insane. And the call by Jack Edwards was hilarious.
I'm gonna leave this
here we go.
briefcase right here. I'm gonna leave this 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 briefcase right here.
Colonel Stutters.
Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch.
Standing at attention for Colonel Stutters. Hey, man, thanks so much for donating, man. What's up, Colonel Stutters?
Don't you think I'm a fucking terrorist?
Yeah, stealing his dreams, Dave. I got a song, by the way, for that.
Purchase your tracks today.
Never run so hard in all your damn life.
Look at her run, look at her come, look at her run, look at her bum, look at her.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Dan Kennedy's list is comprised of all the penis-shaped objects he can fit in his puffy vagina-looking mouth.
Ooh. Jesus. Well, you know, I mean, Dan does have some puffy lips. I will say that. Some very puffy lips, you know. No doubt about that. I mean, he really has some cock-sucking lips, to be honest. I mean, it's too bad he's not into guys. And I, like, with all due respect, Dan, you know, to you, you know, I just mean, it's too bad you're not into guys because, man, you would make... Like, it'd be so juicy, man. Your lips are so sweet. But yeah, just saying. Too bad you're not into guys, man. It's a missed opportunity for all the men out there. No doubt about it. Yeah, it's one of those things, you know. But I get it. But anyway, we're getting into CM Punk. And before we do that, though, let's go to the situation. Sith has sent me an email. And I would we got to check this email out here and see what it says because it is a statement. So I shall now read Sith Negan's statement to all of you here on the Joe Cronin Show, where we innovate and create some of the best ideas on live YouTube streaming. And I love myself more than you. I hope everything is good, writes Sith Negan. Anyway, on the Bullfrog situation, tonight on Monetize This. Tonight on Monetize This, episode 389. And if you're unaware, tonight is Monetize This. 389. Episode 389 live. As soon as SmackDown ends, Monetize This tonight live. Anything goes. Wrestling talk, fine. But really, we want to get nuts tonight. We want to bring the craziest shit to YouTube Live tonight that you've ever seen on a Friday night. We want to make your girlfriend's head explode. We want to make your children scared of you. We want to make your wife divorce you. We want to make your husband jerk off while violently watching the show with a butcher's knife. Tonight live on Monetize This episode 389 writes Sith, let Bullfrog call into the show. And I hope Bullfrog is listening to this, even though he said he's going to block me. Let Bullfrog call into the show, says Sith NEGAN. Plead his case for 15 to 30 minutes. Put the timer on the screen on why he should be brought back as a regular guest caller / co-host. Put a poll up in the chat and let the JCS Army vote yes or no on bringing Bullfrog back. I am getting sick and tired of hearing my name associated with his, and hopefully this will remedy the situation, if not permanently eliminate this situation once and for all. If the people vote yes to bring him back, you will once again remind him of the consequences that he's going to face. That he will not blame me, Joe Cronin, for constant harassment, and that he is going to face wanting to be back in the community on a regular basis. Also tell him to keep my name out of his mouth, and if he fails, even once, to keep Sith's name out of his mouth, or goes off on you, Joe Cronin, causing Joe Cronin to be, or if Bullfrog causes himself to be harassed or doxxed or anything like that, he's gone for good. You will make an official fucktard of stupidity song as punishment as well. Ooh. So all of that comes from Sith NEGAN to Bullfrog. So Bullfrog tonight on the Joe Cronin Show live on Monetize This tonight, as soon as SmackDown ends, right here. Bullfrog, you are invited to be here and to plead your case for 15 to 30 minutes, and we let the fans and the listeners decide your fate, Bullfrog, tonight. That comes from the man himself, Sith NEGAN. So tonight we will find out your fate if you have the balls to show up, because you called and begged to be back on the show yesterday, and you even blamed Dan Kennedy and said that he was a scumbag. I will now attempt to call Bullfrog and relay this news to him, courtesy of Sith NEGAN. Hello, Bullfrog.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
You better call me sir, you nasty cunt. Did you hear what I just read on the air?
Yeah, I've been watching.
So tonight on Monetize This, Bullfrog, Sith NEGAN has asked that you show up and plead your case to return, and we'll let the fans decide tonight.
Okay.
All right.
What happens if I get swatted or my family gets fucked with?
That's on you. I mean, if I was you, I would hide. I would never come back if I was you. But that's what Sith is saying. I mean, that's why I'm surprised you're here. You've been gone for a long, long time, and we've been fine without you. I mean, I miss you a little bit. You know, I do, and you're funny. But,
yeah, I mean, I missed you too. Like I said yesterday, I never wanted to leave.
Okay, well, listen.
I hang out with you guys.
But what Sith is saying here is no more blaming him for anything.
Yeah.
And we're not responsible for what happens to you if you decide you want to be on the shows.
Yeah, because that's on my fault if I get fucked with. So
okay,
that's
and the only thing left to do is for the fans to agree that they want you back. So it's up to them tonight.
Well, I hope they. Well, here's my case, fans. Like.
Well, no. Wait for your case for tonight. I just want to let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, you bring it tonight.
All
You think of some
okay.
stuff. Write it down even. I would write it down. Write some ideas down. Write some cases down. And tonight, as soon as after SmackDown ends, Monetize This is starting tonight. You'll be there, okay?
All right.
Hey, but you have to come on Discord. Do you have Discord?
No, I have to re-download all that stuff because I got rid of it. I had to re-download it.
All right, we'll try to get you set up on Discord before that if we can, okay?
And plus, I think you got to unban me too on Discord.
I checked that. I didn't see you banned on there. I went through.
Well, then I'll just re-download it in.
Okay. All right. So tonight we'll decide your fate.
I want to send my best wishes to Dan Kennedy. I hope he gets well.
Well, that's nice of you. Yeah, I think that it was, I again, Bullfrog, I wouldn't defend him just for being my friend. He would never do that to you.
Yeah, I know. He sounds like a cool guy. I just trying to find out who's the asshole attacking my family, like for real, who's a true asshole that's doing this.
I think it's God, but that's me. All right, we'll
it
see you
wouldn't
tonight.
cross my mind.
It wouldn't either. It wouldn't, really. I'll bust all over you. I'll see you tonight, Bullfrog.
All right, see you tonight, Joe.
Look at that. Look at that. Once again, you know, Bullfrog came into this the Joe Cronin show years ago with, we didn't know what he was. We didn't know he was like this. And we found out. And then he even went on to attack Tommy in an episode. And that was, I clipped it, by the way. By the way, the whole entire fight with him and Tommy, and there were two different ones, and they both have different parts to them and stuff like that. I took the liberty of editing them all together. So all the fights that he had with Tommy, which are hilarious, and that will be up on Patreon in a little bit. So a little bit later, that will be up on Patreon for all you patrons. So you can relive that glory. Should you want to, should you be into that sort of thing. Some people hate him, some people love him. But man, tonight, that is big news. SITH NEGAN issuing this situation challenge to Bullfrog tonight. And I want to thank SITH NEGAN for everything, man. And some of the stuff, thank you, SITH, for what you did the other day and other things that you're doing. Thank you, SITH. Thank you guys for all being here. So we're going to get to what's up with CM Punk and everything else now that we've read that statement. Of course, the big news is I will be live tonight with Monetize This. Friday night, as soon as SmackDown ends, it's going to be a big this is obviously going to be a big show tonight. If you have not been watching Monetize This, tonight is the night to tune back in because something's going down tonight live on this show. And I don't know what exactly it will be. But it might be something big. Hey, Colonel Stutters, thank you for the $19.84. That is the top donation of the stream. So I'm going to go ahead and get you up on the board here. Just bear with me a second while I grab it. Let me see here. Where is it? There it is. Colonel Stutters dropping $19.84. That is the first donation of the stream. And at this time, it is the largest donation of the stream. CM Punk. We thought that CM Punk and the Young Bucks with Kenny Omega might all be leaving AEW, but now it looks like, and that was 2 weeks ago that I gave you that information, all right, and that I heard from legit, reliable sources. About 2 weeks ago, and now the rumor's back that CM Punk, they're trying to buy out his contract. And here's the thing about that. The thing about that is Ace Steel is gone. So we heard that. We heard that the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, CM Punk, and Ace Steel were all going to be gone, and they're trying to buy out CM Punk's contract, and they want the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega's contracts to dwindle out, and they go out of there. Now, I found that hard to believe. I find it hard to believe that they would just want to get rid of everybody, unless somebody was causing a legal battle. So the first thing is this. Number one, get rid of everybody. They're not going to do that, right, in my opinion. Number two, somebody's got to go, right? That's number two, is somebody's got to go. Number three is everybody forgives everybody, and there's no lawsuits and no harm done anymore. That's not going to happen, it looks like. It seems like. That is the least likely to me. So it looks like we're going with number two. Number two is somebody is leaving, whether that be one party or the other. And it looks like this one. You know what I mean? So this is the party that it looks like that it's going to. It's called being a producer, Jason, and your band now. It's called being a producer, brother. You ever heard of a producer? Come on, man. You got to be good. You can be a producer, too, by the way. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Become a producer, $25 producer, and we'd love to have you over there. And here are some of the producers this month so far. We are getting, hopefully a couple more people will jump on board, man. If you guys like the entertainment on this channel, it is desperately important to become a producer. $25 producer a month. There they are. Todd Fair, Skittles, Brian Jardine, Alan Stober, Snark Bake, Colonel Stutters, Dion Edwards, Cold Brew Cruz, Stevie O, SITH NEGAN, V-Man, Nikki J, The Weed God, Drew Bar 100, Matt Rossmar, Alex O'Donnell, Kel Alabama, Triple M, JD Venom. And thank you to Skittles as well. Thank you to all the new patrons who just signed back up again, Shy God being one of them. And we're back at 161 patrons. We are trying to march forward towards 200 again. So $1 a month, you get access to thousands of podcasts that aren't on YouTube. The Corrupted Podcast. It's one of the best podcasts I've ever done. It's one of the best podcasts I think you can listen to as far as getting a good laugh. And it is coming back soon. So the relaunch of Corrupted is coming soon with a new group of people, I believe, and some exciting things going on there. So that will be announced soon. But enjoy the older episodes, which are just phenomenal. They are classics. It's the best work I think I've ever done with other people. It's amazing. And there's so much more on there. My morning podcast, my podcast with my wife, all my song parodies. You get alerts every day when I'm live. You get stuff behind the scenes. You get just tons of shit on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. There's the plug. Okay, let's go to the donos. Sorry, there's a lot to say and a lot to get to, and I got an hour or hour and a half maybe. So we gotta roll with all this stuff. We got so much here, man. If you guys have comments about the wrestling right now and some other things like that, you guys can feel free to drop them in the chat as well. Let me know what's up and what you think. You guys can use Streamlabs up top, or you can use Stream Elements. I know Streamlabs has had a problem the last couple of days. It's been in and out. There's some kind of server thing. They put out a tweet about it. So if you can't get it to load or it's not working, just use Elements up top, because that's been something that's been going on. I don't know what's up with their shit, but that's been something that's been happening. Or feel free to super chat down below. CM Punk leaving. I'm going to put a poll up right now about that. Who is leaving AEW? And we'll find out right now. Who is leaving AEW? CM Punk, Bucks, Omega, all of them, none of them. So there you go, you guys. For the people that aren't able to call the show or donate or click the like button for whatever reason, you want to interact with a poll, there's a poll to interact with for nothing there. So enjoy that. And don't forget, you guys got to be careful, because you could make Dan Kennedy's list, because Dan Kennedy has a list of people that he doesn't talk about or doesn't want to talk about. So please be careful, because you could make the list. And you don't want to make the list. All right, let's go back to the donos. I'm sorry.
Shit bum.
Shit bum.
WWE should grab Kenny Omega and Young Bucks, and RIP Kevin Nash's son yesterday.
Yeah, that is so sad that I barely said much about it. I don't like talking about other people's families that much when someone dies, and especially kids and things like that. It's like, I don't know, man. That's tough. That's tough, man. Oh, shit. My bad, Sith. I just sent you a request. The wrong one, though. I need to send it to you under a different thing. Hold on a minute. My bad. Oh, shit. My bad. Hang on a minute, Sith. Hey, Krusty. Thank you, brother. How are you? How are you, Krusty? Why don't you get all crusty up on me, sir? Let's see here. Bear with me 1 second while I fix that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just really sad. I don't know what happened. I believe that Kevin Nash's son was working on his podcast with him. I thought they were doing well. They were getting along. They were having a good time as father-son, on there. It's just very sad to me, obviously.
Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, I don't know what that was. Was that the right thing? Did I hit the wrong button? I think I hit the wrong button. Hang on a minute. Fucking idiot I am. Hold on. Guys, this is why I need to hire a crew. This is why I need to get big. I need to get 1 million subs, and I need to get big, and that way I can hire a producer and a technical director to work on the set with me here in my office and create a big thing, and you know what I mean? But Pat McAfee's kind of set up. That's what I always envisioned happening, but that never happened. But this is still pretty good. But man, I need some. I gotta do everything at once. There we go.
Smoke weed every day.
Yo, talk that talk, ghetto news. Man, you just subbed? What are you talking about? You weren't subbed to me? What the fuck? You're in the chat all the time. What are you, unsubbing and resubbing and unsubbing? What the fuck are you doing? Heist man? Heist man is a pussy. I still can't believe that guy called you the N-word. But then again, he's said a lot of racist things. So, I mean, something wrong with that area of the country, part of the country. I don't know. Heist man is a pussy. There is nothing better than my wife's reaction to that, though. She literally sounded like she was breaking inside. Like her insides were breaking when that happened. Early shots of the poll with only 80 votes right now. CM Punk, who's leaving AEW. You guys really do believe it is CM Punk? Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Yikes. It looks like you guys do believe it's going to be CM Punk. Barely anybody believes it's going to be the Bucks or Omega. Almost nobody believes that. Wow. Let's listen to it again.
Heist is a fucking pussy nigger.
Oh!
What?
I love my wife's reaction. Like, you ever want to hear like a liberal woman? I mean, I was always a liberal too, but I mean, you know what I mean. A liberal woman just hear that word like that. And this is the sound of her brain exploding.
Heist is a fucking pussy nigger.
Oh!
What the fuck?
Oh! Oh man, her head just was like exploded. Listen to this.
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
There's Heist. Good to see you, Heist. What's up, man? I won't call you that.
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
Yikes. All right, well, that's a weird thing to say, but...
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
I just might fuck her! I just might fuck her!
Oh, man. Sounds like coming. Yeah, it sounds like she's coming, man. Like, definitely. Well, tonight we're going to find out, man, when SITH NEGAN has a great idea. Me and him have come up with this. We've talked about it. And, tonight Bullfrog going to be able to state his case and find out exactly what's going on. That person will never return, sir. No, they will never return. They will never return, and they won't. Very scary, though.
Fuck you with a broomstick!
Fuck you with a broomstick. So Shawn Michaels gets emotional, sending condolences to Kevin Nash's family. Obviously, Kevin Nash's son, like I said. This is just super unimaginably sad. I cannot even fathom this, nor could I really talk about it, because I just couldn't talk about it yesterday, because it just, this type of stuff, oh my God, I can't deal with it. You know what I mean? I cannot deal with it. 26-year-old son. He was working on the podcast with Kevin Nash, with his dad, and it seemingly things were going well, you know what I mean? So it's like, I didn't expect there to be a problem. I just don't like hearing about people's families, and going through these type of things and whatnot. It's just sad to me, and I have enough sadness and worry, and that's really the issue. By the way, the January 6th panel is subpoenaed Trump, so we're going to be getting into that tonight as well. That'll be fun to talk about. That won't start any fights tonight. So that's crazy. That'll be entertaining, though, if he does have to do that. That will be very entertaining to see him on the stand. But they really don't want him to be president again, I'll say that. That's anything they can do to get this before he gets going again. Let's see here. That will be interesting tonight. Let me see if I have access to that clip now, Sith. Let's see. That's not working for me. It's not working for me there, Sith. Sith, try sending it as a file or something else. I don't know. It's not giving me access to it. I thought I put it up on Patreon, though. When, like the what do you want from me and everything. I thought I put it on Patreon. So, what do you want from me? It sounds like the, oh, here it is. Wait a minute, here it is.
Dude.
This is what I'm trying to remind Bullfrog that tonight, if Bullfrog is coming on the show tonight on Monetize This live tonight, and to plead his case that he should be able to come back to the show. And Sith Negan has requested this and agreed to this with me. And here's the thing. I don't think Bullfrog understands like what he is going to have to deal with because of this. I told him that I think he should stay away from everything and just go away and stop. But he doesn't want to. And fine, I guess. But I don't know why. Why would you want to come back? So tonight, Bullfrog returns for a to fight for the fans' love, to see if he can return to the show tonight. This is going to be a big, big show tonight. A big event, I would hope. I guess. Or maybe it won't. Maybe they'll just put him to death in 30 minutes and it'll be over. But tonight, man, look out. But this is what you're in for, Bullfrog. Do you remember this when this is a people attacking you? Listen to this.
Yeah, I don't need you to tell me learn how. The fuck, man?
What kind of knock is that, by the way, by the cop?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
Are you Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
Why are you here?
somebody called me to check on you, see if you're okay.
I'm fine.
Okay. Why are you upset with me?
Because you're bothering me. I didn't call. I'm fine.
Well, I'm not bothering you. I was just calling to check on you to see if you're fine. If you're fine, I'll leave.
You need to tell these trolls to stop sending the police to my house.
Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you just turn off your internet? I'm just trying to see if you're fine.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
All right,
I'm fine.
All right. Well, you know something? You are fine.
Yes, I'm fine.
Fucking right, you're fine.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hit the music. What's up, Bullfrog? We were sent here to arrest you.
Fuck, man.
Oh, yeah. And fuck you.
Yo, I don't fucking need this fucking bullshit.
Oh, man. I wish I could make up that's what the cop really sounded like that. I know I was making a funny voice there, like, oh, you're fine. That's what the cop sounded like. If you go listen to the real audio, I have it somewhere. I don't know where, but I have it recorded somewhere. Eventually I'll find it. But I do have it. And when I find it, I'll play it. But he really, the cop sounded like that. He sounded like he wanted a piece of Bullfrog. By the way, dude, listen, if the cops come to your house and they tell you, well, why don't you just get off the internet if this is happening? Yeah, like, that's my job to get off the fucking internet, you idiot. Okay. Would you go tell a store that sells products on the internet who's being attacked by criminals, oh, you should just get off the internet? No, you would find the criminals, you idiot. Would you go to a convenience store that was robbed, that keeps getting robbed, and say, well, why don't you just close the store down and give up on this? No, how about you catch the fucking robbers, you dickheads? Like that, wouldn't you say that? Why would you say anything but that? Like, how about you do your job? That's what Bullfrog should have said. Well, why don't you get off the internet? I would say, well, why don't you catch the criminals? So, Bullfrog, that ever happens again and they tell you to get off the internet, tell them, why don't they do their job and catch the criminals? And then ask them why they can't catch the criminals. And I want you to repetitively ask them over and over again, hey, why can't you catch the friggin' criminals? That's what you say, Bullfrog. But that's what I would do. You don't have to do that, but that's what I would do. Just saying.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete. I mean, I'm just so.
And you better not make Dan Kennedy's list, everybody, because he's got a list of people you can't talk about.
Honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Look at that list, baby.
Damn. Community Wars 2 is looking like a solid card. So far has received an amazing build to culminate at the PPV. Big question is, after Dave retired Bailey, who will step up to face the Canadian Nightmare?
Well, I don't know, man. Everybody's kind of retired. The only people that aren't retired are on the show, so there's no war really. I mean, unless me and Dave are going to get in a fight, you know, which could me and Dave could get a fight on the show, I guess, if we wanted to get in a fight, but it has to be an authentic one, you know. We'd have to actually be angry at each other, you know. My wife's texting me, so I'm just texting my wife back. I'm texting my wife. Tonight is going to be a big show, man. I am fired up for this. There's so much on SmackDown. There's so much wrestling news that's going to drop probably, but by the time SmackDown starts tonight, we got Bullfrog coming on to fight to be back on the show. Sith NEGAN has laid the ground rules. We got Dan Kennedy's in the ER right now, and he's got a list of people that you can't talk about, or that he doesn't talk about. I don't know what's up with that. I want to find out. Maybe I don't want to know who's on that list, but I kind of do want to know who's on this list. You know what I mean? I would love to see who's on this list. I'm just saying. Who's on the list? I want to know. I have made them on and I have a list. I have them on a list to remind myself not to talk about people. Wow. You just made the list. You made the list. You made Dan Kennedy's list. Tonight's going to be retarded. You're damn right, Chris J. You got called in a work, Triple M? Well, don't worry. We'll fill you in on what's up. We'll fill you in on what happened tonight. Don't you worry, brother. Listen, people who like to have fun on the show and have a good time on my show, will get, have a good time, and we get rewarded for it. We all do. But, when you're a garbage person, I get it. You make a list. You make Dan Kennedy's list when you're a garbage person. I get it. And Goon, I don't think that's going to happen, Goon. Like I said, dude, you really, Goon, I love you. Goon, I love you, but you really got to let go of the past, man. And once again, I want to remind you, everybody who wants to be on my show is here. Every week, week after week, the people that want to be here are here. They're here. It's that simple. You're never going to get...
raised a piece of shit!
You're never going to get JB back. It's not going to happen. Or anybody else.
In Jacksonville, but no
They don't want to be
autographs
here.
allowed. I bet he is lenient if someone brings falafel and cocaine. Did you say Dan Kennedy has a list or a lisp? Thought it was both.
Oh my
Bring
God.
the orange soda for Bullfrog.
Oh my God, help me, God damn it. Did you say Dan Kennedy has a lisp or a list? Oh my God, dude, we gotta find the clip of Dan Kennedy that time from the show way back in the day, dude. We gotta find it. I want to be on the show, Joe. I could fill in for Tommy. Oh yeah, well, I raped your mother. Oh. You just said Dan Kennedy has a lisp. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, I'm gonna pass out. You just made the lisp. Oh my God. You just made the lisp. My God, dude. Holy fuck. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Oh my God.
It's a super chat.
Oh shit.
A super chat.
Will Tactics donating. You just made the list. Will Tactics, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Will Tactics, for the donation, man. What up? Give me that beat. Give me that beat, Will Tactics.
I wish it didn't exist, 'cause you just made the list. I can't get my word this, because you just made the list. I can't say this, because you just made the list. I wish you didn't exist, because you just made the list. I can't get my point through, 'cause I got a list. I wish I didn't exist, 'cause I have got a list. I hate that you exist, so you just made the list. You just made the list. I hate to tell you, you exist. And screw you, because you've got a list. You just made the list. I said I've got a fucking list. And you just made the list. The list, the list. And I have got a list. A list, a list. And I have got a list. A list, a list. I have got a list. I'm Daniel Kennedy and I've got a list. It's hard for me to speak, I've got a list. But I won the Special Olympics with a list. Olympics with a list. I won the Special Olympics with a list. 'Cause I have got a list. And I have got a list.
All right, well, that's very beautiful. Very beautiful, Dan. Appreciate that. Thanks for the song. Let's get back to the wrestling news now, Daniel. Appreciate it. Sorry about that. But yeah, you've got one, but it's okay. You do what you got to do, man. I appreciate it. Anyway, Will Tactics, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate that. Joe Cronin, you just made the lips. You made the lisp. Dude, what the fuck is wrong? Dude, lips, lisp, list. Special Olympics. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Fucking. Oh my god, dude, this is fucking crazy. Lips, lisp, list, Special Olympics, Special Olympics. I don't know. Oh, all right. We got to stop this. We got to calm down. We got to calm down. I don't know what's going on. You just made the lisp. All right. I miss Jake too, man. I miss him so much. Poor guy, the stuff he deals with, you have we can't even get into it. It's so sad. But at least he's, got time with his family. You know what I mean? I talked to him a little while back, and he's just spending a lot of time with his family. So that's good. That's what we're happy about. Let's see if we can get. Looks like courtesy of SITH NEGAN, the producer. Producer SITH NEGAN has sent us the clip of the actual thing. I think it is. Let me see if I can get it. Hang on a second.
Sending you guys to my house. This is the second time now. It's not funny.
What happened to the first time?
This is the second time
you guys are coming out here for this nonsense.
Yeah. Are you on YouTube or something?
Yes, I do a YouTube show.
What do you think it's about?
I do a wrestling channel.
Oh.
I do a wrestling
trolls
channel.
calling my local police department. They did this to my friend late last night.
Why? How would they have gotten your address? Though? Are you posting your address?
How would they get your address, though? This guy's a fucking idiot.
Yes, these
The cops are so stupid.
trolls are doxing my address. They're doxing my address on YouTube. Yes. Yeah, there's a thing called sub-only mode.
There's a thing called sub-only
But
mode.
they still slip in through the cracks. Like, they'll subscribe and still troll you. This is the second time I've had police come to my house.
Yeah. All right. Hey, you know, Mr. Goodson, if Mr. Goodson, right, Jeremiah?
Yes.
Goodson? All right. If you're putting your personal life out on the internet, you can't be too upset if
This is
people
going to
that
be a
you
little harassing.
people were said they were concerned about you to check on you. If you're putting stuff out there on the internet and you don't want people to know it, then don't fucking put it out on the internet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Have a nice night.
Well, okay, well, why are you cussing at me?
Because you open up the door and start yelling at me like I did something to you. I didn't do anything to you. Did I do anything to you?
But I didn't.
This guy sounds like Officer Barbrady or whatever from South Park. I didn't do anything to you. You start yelling at me when I open up the door. Like, he sounds like that kind of.
Call you.
I don't care who called.
Okay,
I
I apologize for being rude.
I have to show up no matter who calls, right?
Well, I apologize for being rude.
Okay, if you're okay, we're gonna leave. It's a 2-second conversation. Okay? And I'm just saying in the future, if you don't want people to know information about you or send the police over to your house, then don't let them have your address. And don't post videos that make them think that you need help.
This is because they keep harassing me. Yeah, okay, these trolls, they were calling and harassing my mother earlier today. And they were calling and harassing my brother today. And it got so bad.
I didn't yell at you fat tub of shit.
For being rude earlier. I didn't call. Why would I call my local police?
Let me finish.
This cop is living in 2007, right? Even in 2007, they should have an idea. But you're right. They really, the cop is. These people are not trained properly at all on anything. But they rarely deal with this probably, so that could be part of why, they rarely deal with it, I guess.
Okay, let me say one thing. I think somebody who knows you personally, maybe a family member, contacted us because they know about this troll situation.
Wrong.
And they wanted us to try and help you.
Wrong.
All right? I don't think the troll's sickness here. I think one of your family members
I think we know why you're not a detective.
called us and said, you know what?
No,
Mr. Goodson's
none of
having trouble with
all my
people on the
family
internet.
members are asleep right now.
Okay.
You do realize it's like 2:30 in the morning or whatever. All my family
Even
members
Bullfrog
are
knows.
asleep.
You do realize it's like 3 in the morning. Even Bullfrog is smarter than this cop. Oh, man. This originally aired on my show a while back, but you can find it on there. But
Daniel.
Who?
Daniel.
No, I don't.
All right. Well, good luck to you, okay, sir?
Who was the person that called this in?
Daniel. That's what we just got.
Daniel.
What's his
See, the guy Daniel called then, too. See?
That might not even be his name.
Oh, I guarantee the cops were furious that they were there.
No, this ain't over by a long shot. I'm not.
This ain't over like he went full stone cold Steve Austin on him, dude. He's like, no, this ain't over by a long shot. No, this ain't over. Not by a long shot. Oh, my God.
Quitting YouTube over this. I will fight this.
Fight what? There's nothing to fight.
Heistman, I don't know if that's the real Heistman in the chat, but bro, I'm just going to tell you this right now. If you say stuff like you don't like who's on the shows, I will just ban you at this point because it's a troll job. If you don't like who are on the shows, I can just ban you because the people that are on the show are the people that want to come on the show. There's nobody not on the show that doesn't want to be on the show. If they want to be on the show, they come on the show. Don't tell me that I need to change who's on the show. Because there's no one else to interchange them with. You're fucking retarded for saying that. If that's really Heistman, you're an idiot. Because I don't decide that. You should have beef with whoever you want to be on that isn't on. Because they either left or aren't here. So that's on you. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, kind of, but it's like you're kind of fucking retarded. You know what I mean? The people that are on the show are the people that want to be here. We don't even have enough people coming onto the show that there's enough people to not put on. How's everything going? Saw you break a guitar a couple days back. Good entertainment. Thinking of Jake. Good man. Miss him on JCS. Prayesh Muhamdar. Prayesh, thank you so much, man. I'm sorry I've been so busy. I haven't been able to talk much to you. I've been so busy, it's been hard to talk to anybody about anything, to be honest. But I appreciate it, bro. But yeah, you really people really need to move past saying like people need to like you need to get these people off or put this person on. There's nothing you can do because it ain't me. The people that come on the show are the people that come on the show. Tommy left the show, doesn't want to be on the show. I haven't talked to him in like 2 years. It's like, what do you want? Like, who do you like? There's no one to replace. Like, it's I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, you're probably not gonna like the show then, because that's who wants to be on. The people that are on want to be on. When we do the show now on Friday nights, there's not even a huge lineup of people on hold to come on the show. We have about 5 to 8 people who want to come on, and I just put them all on because they're all there anyway. So I just put them all on. Back in the day, we used to have 7 people on and 15 people waiting and stuff like that. That doesn't happen anymore. So the people that are on the show are the people that want to be on the show. There's only a couple people that don't make it on the show once in a while, and they're usually callers. You know what I mean? So there's no one to substitute or to change the lineup. It has nothing to do with me. I've asked a lot of people to come on the show. They've said no. So I don't know how many times I have to say that to you. Like, I don't know how many times I can say that over and over and over again to you. But, and you know what? I've asked a lot of different people to come on the show over and over and over again over the years. And either they say no, or they turn it into some kind of thing about me or something, or like they just tell me they're busy or something like that. Whoever, so many different people over the years. So that's it, man. If you want someone on, you can go figure it out. But that's it. I don't know why I have to bring this up all the time. The best people that I can get are the ones coming on the show. So there you go. I don't know. You keep bringing this up, but I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. JB retired, bro. I got a message the other day that was like, you need to get JB back. It was like, he's left a long time ago. It has nothing to do with me. I've messaged him. He doesn't want to do that. It's not up to me. I've already tried to get people back. It's not up to me. It's up to them. It's not up to me. Sorry, bro. Hate to tell you. I'm not talking about you, Goon. I'm talking about Heistman, what he said. It's just annoying to hear the same thing like from people. It's like it's not up to me, bro. Call up the show. It's always an open place. Call up the show. You know what I mean? You want to call up Heist? Call up. You want to come on, Heist? Come on. I'll tell you, bro. You people are the ones that leave and all this stuff, and then you wonder, like, why don't I? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? It's nothing to do with me. But I'm certainly not going to put fucking, somebody who's obviously like a fucking horrific person on. But Let me see here. But tonight should be interesting when Bullfrog returns. Bullfrog returning tonight to plead his case to come back. SITH NEGAN announces, made a huge statement, and I have agreed with him. And not only that, but we had come up with this situation. And tonight we'll find out if Bullfrog can win the fans over. And if Dan Kennedy ever gets out of the ER, which I hope to God Dan Kennedy gets out of the ER and he can come on the show tonight.
Super chat party.
That'd be great.
Joe Cronin, you just made the lips.
You just made the lips. You just made the lisp. Let me tell you about a lisp. Will Tactics. Tactics attacks. Let me tell you about a lisp. Lips. I made the lisp. You on the lisp. And now everybody else on the lisp. You know who's on the lisp? Let me tell you something about this. Well, let me tell you something about this. Heistman, you just made the lisp. Heistman's now on the lisp. Heistman's on the lisp. Heistman, you on the fucking lisp. How about that? Heistman, you on the lisp. Heistman on the lisp now. How does it feel to be on the lisp now, huh?
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
Whoa.
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
There's the first one on Dan Kennedy's new lisp. It's you, Heistman. How does that feel? God damn, man. Those are some. I mean, they may have to drain Dan's lisp. List. You just made his lisp. Shout out to the people that made Dan's lisp. Well, you're really an idiot, too. You deserve to make the lisp.
There's something going on.
Oh, no.
Up in
You're going to make the lisp now.
Going on up in this place.
Oh.
There's something weird kind of happening.
Allison
Tuckwell! Things are kind of happening. What the fuck
queen.
is happening? Alien.
The queen of Monetize This tonight puts her crown on the line tonight with Bullfrog there. Oh, my God.
You're not you, la la la. I'm fucking crazy. Split personality. Scott McKinnon.
Wow.
Best Sweet Chris Jericho said he just made the list. He would tell everyone that and you singing sounds good. I'm trying to give you $50.
Whoa. Oh, man. You trying to give me $50? Well, it worked. $49.99 is close enough. Allison Tapwab. Allison, thank you so much. Best Chris Jericho said he just made the list. He would tell everyone that, and you singing sounds good. I'm trying to give you $50. Okay. Well, I tried to sing well for you. You know, I tried to do my best, Allison, to sing for you. Thank you, Allison. I love you, Allison. I really appreciate that. You're the best.
It's a super.
Oh, shit. Praise Muhamdar with a super chat.
Super chat.
Prayesh, what's up, man? I don't know. All right, Goon, you want to make the show about you, bro? What am I questioning? How do I hate people that question what I say? What does that have to do with anything? Heistman did not. I didn't question what I said. Heistman said that I need to get some people on the show that aren't mongoloids. And I said, well, the people on the show are the people that call the show. What should I do about that? Please give me a valid answer, or I'll just ban you, bro. Because I'm tired of the thing about who to have on. Because the people on are the people on. So let me know. We'll sit here and we'll wait for you to tell me what this means exactly. And I'll just ban you if you can't give me a good reason. Because otherwise it's just a troll, bro. And I'm not going to listen to the same troll over and over and over again. The people that call the show are the people that call the show, and that's it. Heist questioned your co-host. What about them? What about the co-hosts? Who's the co-hosts? Who are the co-hosts? I mean, I don't really, like, I sort of just have people that come on the show. You know what I mean? Garguts? I mean, Garguts is retarded. But you told me that I need to replace them with other people. Who should I replace them with? He wants you to change up your co-host. What do you mean? The people that show up are the people that show up. There's no change to be made. Who would you like me to swap them out for? For instance, Rojas stopped calling the show for months for whatever reason. Then he started calling again. How can I change that up? What exactly do you want me to do? Please explain. Because literally everybody that calls up, I've been putting on the show because there's only 5, 6, 7, or 8 people that call up. And I put them all on the show when they call up. Do you mean you want me to cut down on the amount of people that are on the show? Is that what you're saying? What loyalty over quality, Goon? What are you talking about? What loyalty am I choosing over quality? I'm not choosing anything. That's the point. I'm not choosing anything. What am I choosing over what? There's no one being chosen over anybody. The people that call the show are the people that come on the show. You want Heistman on the show over Garguts? Heistman doesn't come on the show. He could come on the show. Heistman don't call the show. Why can't Heistman come on the show? Why can't Heistman come on the show? So you want Heistman instead of Garguts. So why don't you tell Heistman to call the show? He never calls the show. You have to call the show and start being on the show and start doing well on the show. And then I can be like, okay, I'll take this guy's call over this person, or I'll do this person on there and over that person. So you want Heistman on the show instead of Garguts. I've never seen Heistman in the Discord in a long, long time. Why doesn't he call? I don't know. I've asked him to call in the past. He's come on the show before. Why don't you ask him why he doesn't call? What does it have to do with me? Heistman has been on the show. People who call get on. People who want to be on eventually get on. If they never, ever call, they don't get on. Dave is a pompous asshole, but he's entertaining. Well, he's on the show. Dave spent years bashing me and shitting on me and even lying about me. And yet Dave is on the show. So what is the point? What the fuck are we doing here? What point are you proving right now? Cuz everybody who wants to be on the show is on the show. This is what you want this show to be about, me talking about the people that could be on the show? Everyone that calls the show is on the show. How hard is this to understand? If you want to be on the show, you can call the show. Nobody quit because of the show structure except for Dave, maybe. But when you do streams on me about my life and about how I'm a bad person, you didn't quit because of the show structure. Goon, you're about 2 seconds away from just being banned, bro, because I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to deal with your bullshit. You're a fucking retard idiot who's like, it's like you should probably reach out to whoever it is that you want to be on the show to be on the show. Because you're blaming me when I don't, like, have anything to do with it. I want people to be on the show if they want to be on the show. What do you want me to tell you? You want me to sit here all day and just say, you're right, I should put on imaginary people on the show? Like, what is this right now? So you've been doing this for years too, Goon. You've been saying this for years, that I need to put people on the show. What people? People that fucking are garbage to me, that don't want to be here? You want people like that on the show? Like, what are you talking about? Goon doesn't call because he's a troll. He's always been a troll. That's what he does, which is fine. Go troll away, but I mean, this is just stupid. At least, like, normally, like, there's a reason for it, but just saying that is just, this is dumb. It's like, everybody who wants to be on the show is on the show. Anybody who wants to be on the show is on the show. You know who wants to be on the show right now? Nobody. Look at the Discord right now. It's fucking empty. You want to be on the show, you jump on here, you end up on the show. So, but when you spend 2-3 years or whatever it's been, Goon, saying like, oh, you need to switch up your co-host. With who? You go get him then. You go get the co-host. You bring me the co-host and let me know. I've told you a million times. It's not me. And I'm not going to start naming all the people that left because they wanted to leave, because I'm not going to bring it up. It's your fault. You brought it up. Maybe I'll get rid of Dave. Maybe I'll get rid of Dave since you like him so much. I can do the show solo. I don't need anybody. And everyone's fake anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right. Bye-bye, Goon. We'll see you next in a couple more years when you figure it out. Same stupid shit, bro. See you, Goon. Good to have you for a little while. We'll see you later. We'll see you in a couple of years. Let me know when you're ready to be normal again. Assuming that really is Goon, I don't know. See you later. It's my fault. Blame me. Blame me as always. You know, blame me as always. Just blame me. Other people leave, but you only blame me. Yep. JB left, you blame me. Tommy leaves, you blame me. Just blame me for everything. Blame me for all the reasons why other people left. That's a good idea, Goon. You stupid fucking idiot. Goodbye, Goon. I'm not dealing with the same thing you've been screaming about for 3 years now. You were banned for over 1.5 to 2 years. You came back. You've been donating a bunch. Seemingly normal. And now you did it again. So now I thought you were cool again. Nope. And we lose money, support. You donated to the show. I don't want to ban you, but it's like, you're not really normal. Like, this isn't normal. What am I, it's like, what do you want me to do? You're the one that's pretending things don't exist. You're pretending that there are people that want to be on the show that aren't on the show. Or you're pretending it's my fault. Like, I'm controlling it. Which is retarded. I'm fucking retarded. Like, the same argument for 3 years. Or maybe 4 years. You don't think that was Goon? Oh, maybe. Good Lord. You want to be on the show, you're on the show. Yeah, call the show, Dan. They told you had an unidentifiable viral infection? What the fuck? That's terrifying. Jesus Christ, bro. I got fucking hiccups, by the way. If anybody's wondering, I got the fucking hiccups. Get well, Danny. Yeah, this is why, like, you know, like we don't do this stuff. We have fun here on the show. You know, I don't get into all your weird drama fucking shit. You know what I mean? We don't do that here. We have fun on the show. That's what I do. Other people talk about drama every day and every week and they fight with each other and they do all this terrible stuff to each other. You know, that hasn't been my show in years. You know, I don't get into that really. Good Lord, I'm trying to get rid of the hiccups by like holding my breath and shit. It's been kind of working, but not fully. See if we can get
do a little basketball dance off the concrete.
Allison, thank you.
I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
There's Goon again.
I was talking about a video I made for fun. Many, including your listeners, liked it. Quit being a soy boy. Ironic what you say about others considering you're using his catchphrase. If you need original ideas, people willing to help you. Here's more scraps.
I don't know what catchphrase is. I don't know what
You raised a piece of shit!
I don't know what that means.
Dan Kennedy won a Special Olympic medal with a broken fucking lisp. Little did we know when Dan caught Cody's shoe it would be a great moment in lisp history. Jericho in that new horror movie Terrifier 2. Is Bullfrog still a Hitler supporter? Wings.
Wings. Bullfrog a Hitler supporter? Yes, probably. I don't know. I would have to say he's not
do
a
a little
Hitler supporter.
basketball dance off the concrete.
Because if he was a Hitler supporter, we really couldn't have him on the show. You know, that'd be terrible. But I do think he's got something wrong in his brain, maybe.
I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
I was seeing some commercials yesterday on TBS while watching the game, and all of the elite were still in the commercials, but no sign of CM Punk. No surprise to me here. I don't see Punk ever wrestling again.
Wow. So the bullies win. So it looks like they've bullied CM Punk out of AEW. That's what I think's happened now. They're going to try to buy out his contract. It's crazy.
Hi, Joe.
Hey.
How's everything going? Saw you break your guitar a couple days back. Smiley face, good entertainment. Thinking of Jake. Good man. Missed him on JCS.
Prayesh Muhamdar. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I had a blast the other day with that. I had I'd received a broken guitar a while back from Amazon. It was a while ago that I received it, and so they sent me a new one, but they didn't need the old one back. They said they didn't need the old one back, so I was like, you know what? I've been waiting a long time to do something with that guitar, and I was like, you know what? I could do something where I flip out and I break it like further, because the thing was cracked already when I got it. So I did something cool, because somebody was like, well, actually a lot of people messaged me. They're like, damn, Joe, you fucking... How much did that guitar cost you? I got messages from a lot of people about that. And really, it didn't cost me anything because it was already broken, and they sent me a free one. So I figured might as well do something fun with it, and so I did. Now, I cracked myself in the head. As many of you guys saw, I cracked myself over the head with it, and that hurt. And my head still hurts like right around here from it. And, yeah, I gave myself a little boo-boo. But I had fun filming it.
It's Johnny something, just Johnny.
My favorite part is the end when I snap the guitar in half.
But here we go, Johnny. Thank you so much, bro. Here we go. Something is wrong. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is for Johnny. He donated
Johnny
$300. He donated enough money that I would play this song for. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joe Cronin, and this song is for Johnny. He donated a couple $100 to hear this, and I'm just working on my basement today, cleaning up my basement. I got all this stuff I got to trash, and I'm bringing it out, and I just want to take a break from that to say, Johnny, thank you, man, and here it is.
Now, this is the good guitar, obviously. I made a switch coming up. A little breaking kayfabe here. Here's where I hit myself in the head right there. Ow.
To say,
I like when I snap it right there.
Suck my
Yeah, it kind of looked like Dan Kennedy right there with the double chin going on. Hey, you see? Look at that. Kind of getting a little doughy there. A little doughy in the face. Even though I'm losing weight, I'm fucking getting a bigger chin. It doesn't make any sense. Well, I think it's the way I position my head, actually. But either way, that's pretty funny. You just made the list, Joe.
Suck my Johnny!
All right. Well, anyway, that was fun. And I am a grown retard. Clip that.
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
Ooh. Yikes, man. I'm a good person.
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
Okay. All right, Goon, I'm going to unban you now. I've calmed down now. All right, Goon, you're unbanned. I've calmed down. There you go. Whew. Heist was the first person to make the lisp. Who else should make the lisp? You just made the lisp. When I'm doing my show, I use my phone to tell me things. See? Like, for instance, Sith Negan just sent me a message. Yeah. No, I mean, you can have my phone. Hold on a second. Let me just give it to you. It's just I won't be able to talk. Hey, Sith, if you send me any more messages, I won't get them. And anybody else who sends me messages, I won't get them. Best way is to email me, joecroninshow@yahoo.com if you want to email me, guys. All right, buddy. Here you go. Just don't download anything weird, please.
I play Roblox all the time on the phone because it's very cool. Because it has, like, a Sonic called Sonic UIX. A thing that tries to oof Sonic but can never oof him because he's too fast.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. What happened to Sonic?
He doesn't oof. And when he tries to oof and Eggman tries to get him, instead Sonic UIX kills Eggman.
Kills Eggman?
Yeah, but there's like two Sonics, like Sonic UIX. There's Sonic who's trying to outrun.
All right, Dan Kennedy, jump on Discord, man. All right, give me a hug and then give me a hug. How was school?
Good.
You have a good day?
Yeah.
All right, love you.
Why do you look at my head?
Look at your head. Look at your head. You want to have a fight? You want to have a wrestling match right now? Live on YouTube. It's a fight. All right, here, go upstairs to Mama. I'll be up in a few. Head upstairs to Mommy. I'll be up in a few. Just close my door on your way out. You all right? Hey. Oh, wait. How was your spelling thing? Good. What'd you do? Did you get it? Did you bring it home? Yeah. Wait. Did you really bring home your spelling test? Yes. You did? Yeah. Can you bring it to me? Why? Because I want to see it. Give me a fist bump. I'm a little confused. Why are you saying that? Because I want to see it. I want to see it because Mommy told me you had such a bad time on your other ones and we studied on that one. I want to see if you did better. All right. Well, have Mommy bring me the spelling test. Sorry. So my obviously my oldest son, he does really well at school. My oldest son, he gets like A's and B's, and every once in a while in math he has trouble. He gets like a lower grade than that, but he's been working last couple of years and he got his grades up. And my daughter does pretty well at school too, like same thing, A's and B's and stuff. But Finn, unfortunately, little guy, is very distracted. He has my ADD like full on. And Leah's father kind of had something similar, I guess, and he's very much like me and Leah's father. So I found out that he was getting like 1 out of 10 right on spelling tests every week. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So like we worked a lot the other night. We could work a lot harder actually, but I don't have a lot of time at night, but we got to work harder. So I want to see what he did today after we worked on it for a couple hours last night. Because it looks like we're going to have to work on a couple of words a day to get to the end of the week where you know 10 or 15. Anyway, so that's why I want to see that. Minus $100 on Roblox. Yes. How old's my oldest son? He's 13. Anyway, let's get back to the wrestling news and where we were. I don't remember where we were. Goon is back. And now we're going to hear from Dan Kennedy, who's and guys, don't forget, tonight is a big Monetize This after SmackDown live right here after SmackDown for Monetize This tonight. It's going to be a huge show tonight. Bullfrog, it's up to you guys if you want Bullfrog to come back to the show. Up to you guys if you want Bullfrog to come back to the show. SITH NEGAN, great idea, great topics. We talked about it. We came up with this. It works out. Will he be back or not? He gets to plead his case tonight for 15 to 30 minutes. We'll go 30 minutes for him tonight on the show. And now the man who's been, discharged from the ER. What up, Dan Kennedy?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, man. So they just said, you're good enough to go, whatever?
No, I'm waiting for them to bring me the fucking discharge papers.
Oh. But what is
They
the...
said I had some... They said I had some sort of unknown viral infection. Whatever the fuck that means.
AIDS.
It's called being white. No, I think that... Well, what I can say is that, like I said, my whole family had some kind of viral thing the last couple of weeks. And my daughter, it gave my daughter a headache. She had a bad headache for like 2 days. And she never gets headaches. And she was out of it. And my daughter, she normally fights through everything. And she had COVID. She had everything else like a couple months before. Nothing. But she had some kind of unknown thing too. And then Finn had it and he went to the ER. So what do you,
All I know is I've been puking for 3 days straight.
Well, that's different. Okay, they weren't puking, but... Well, did they determine the problem, though, or say that, hey, man, you're going to be all right?
They're saying I'm going to be all right. I don't trust them.
Why? Well, are you still throwing up now?
No, I just feel really nauseous and shit.
Did they tell you anything about your vitals that were a problem, like your oxygen or anything like that?
No, they're saying I'm fine, but
What made you go in? What made you go into the hospital?
I felt like I was on fire.
You felt like you were on fire. What was your temperature?
My temperature is normal, but my body heat, the heat that's coming off my body, right?
Yeah.
Was very, very intense.
That is interesting. So did they test that and they said you're okay, or did?
Yeah, they're saying I'm okay, but we'll find out when I go home.
Well, maybe you have scalded skin syndrome.
I don't know what that is, but I guess anything at this point.
Your skin starts like burning up and stuff like that for real, but it's super rare though. I mean, I don't know. Very rare.
But yeah, I should probably explain the list.
Yeah, like the lisp. You just made the lisp. Yeah, so like what happened was, and you don't have to name anybody, obviously, but
No, I want to explain the basic concept of the list.
Okay, because you have made a lisp. I mean, you obviously know that we're sensitive here, and that I try to keep out of making everybody angry and the drama and stuff. So there's obviously some things I'm like, yeah, don't make fun of that person. Let's not talk about that person and make them upset. And there's people I want like that. So you took it upon yourself to say, well, Joe, there's people we don't want to mention here. So I'm going to make myself a list.
Yeah, I took it upon myself to make a list, and the list is broken up into 3 categories.
Oh, wow. This is
Well,
amazing.
you wrote this stuff down for real?
Yeah, it's on a Google Doc on my phone.
I didn't know you could spell. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wow. We should
I'm
have
sorry.
saved this for monetize this tonight, but I mean, I don't know.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm gonna go into the full list on monetize this.
Oh, tonight we'll get the whole list. It's going to be good.
But the list is basically broken into 3 parts.
I hope one of them's retards.
You know what? The list that got made into 4 parts. But yeah, the list is broken down into people that we obviously respect that we don't talk about because they're dealing with health issues and whatnot, like Jake.
Oh, okay. Or well, oops.
I'm
Sounds
giving
like
you
someone's
an
getting a little too uppity here.
I'm giving you an example.
Okay, thanks for the example. By the way, just so the goon who's watching and knows, everybody who wants to be on the show is on the show right now. Look, see? Look at that, amazing, huh? Anyway, continue.
I'm muted, or I'm not.
No, you can hear you. I can hear you.
Then it goes to I don't talk about people unless someone else brings them up.
Oh my
Then
God.
it goes
Did Dave
people
just
I
mute
just don't.
himself? Is Dave laughing? He muted himself?
No, that went right over my head. I missed it.
Oh my God!
It must have been the list.
Say that again, Dan.
Okay, so the second part of the list is people I don't talk about unless other people talk about them first.
I don't know why I think that's hilarious, but I find it funny.
It's been a long
And
time.
then,
I'm sorry. I think it's funny.
Then the third part of the list is people I will not talk about, no matter if people are talking about them or not.
Oh, okay. No matter what. Yep.
wow.
I
There's
got
nothing wrong with making a list to keep organized. And, some people's memories kind of stray quite a lot, like Joe. So, lists are very useful for keeping yourself on track.
Well, Dave's correct. When I've made a list or when I've written down things I know I need to get to or do or things like that, I operate way more proficiently. Problem is, I probably need a list 100% of the time, but I probably use a list 3% of the time. So that's a problem. So, Dave, you're right.
Well, I actually have paper and pen always available right next to me, and also have WordPad pinned to my start bar. So that means that anytime I got to make a list, I'm like Jericho, pull it up, because organization is actually a good thing.
Hitler made a
we
list.
got so much to worry about in life. I mean, if you got 3 kids to worry about, I'm sure that you've got a lot on your mind. So a list sometimes is a little useful.
Yeah, well, there's lists all around my house for me that I do make lists on what I need to do during the day. But the problem is I don't do it when it comes to the show, and that's the problem. Hitler had a list, by the way.
Yeah, you rely on people like me to have a list.
Exactly.
And, I'm very good when it comes to the details.
Dude, ask SITH. I mean, look at how much SITH has helped me. Even today, he's been producing like crazy.
He's got some good skills.
Yes, and that's my problem. I need somebody like that, and I need people like that. And I also need people that understand I'm retarded, too. Because if you don't understand how retarded I am...
Wait, you're retarded? No way.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, let's put it this way. You have a giant... they consider you like a special needs. You won the Special Olympics. You're the best of the retards. And here's the thing. I couldn't...
Joe, I am in an elite class that has a gold medal in the Special Olympics.
I know, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. But here's the thing about that. You actually passed all these things, and I didn't, and yet I shouldn't have an excuse. So that shows you how stupid
There's
I am.
a few people out there that have basically been handing out handed out diplomas and certificates like they were fucking Pez. So let's not necessarily think that just because Joe, didn't get it necessarily means that those that did are super geniuses, because we know for a fact they're not.
That's true.
Here's the difference, Dave. here's the difference, Dave. I wasn't gonna let them just hand me the diploma. That's why I stayed a 5th year in high school so I could ask.
Hold on. Let me just say one thing. Biden's last fucking little gaffe the other day, where you couldn't understand him, made more sense to me than what you just said.
I heard what he said.
Let me repeat myself a little more clearly because I know I have the speech impediment and sometimes that gets in the way of people understanding me.
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
Sorry.
So funny. What I said was I wasn't gonna take the easy way out. That's why I stayed a 5th year in high school.
All right, now I get it.
All right, there you go. Listen, I don't want to ruin tonight because a lot of people that are here right now are going to be here tonight. But real quickly, let's try to get everybody in on a take here, though, because there's a couple of takes. There's maybe a take on what's happening tonight with Bullfrog. There's maybe a take on CM Punk and AEW. And there's maybe a take on this Dan Kennedy situation. So real quickly, Dan, why don't you wrap up? What else do you have left to say about this situation before we get to it tonight on Monetize This?
Are we talking about the Bullfrog situation or the list situation?
Either one. Either one.
With the Bullfrog situation, I don't really give a shit, you know?
Yep. Is he on the list as someone you don't mention ever? Yeah, where is he on the list?
I guess not anymore.
Right.
I mean, if he's going to be on the show tonight, I mean, you know.
No, but where is he now on your, like, if this hadn't happened, where would he be on your list as far as this goes? Is he someone that you'll talk about if someone else talks about him, or, like, what is it?
He was in the part where I wouldn't talk about him unless someone else talked about him.
Yes, I knew it. Awesome. Ding, ding, ding.
Because I don't want to cause shit, Joe. You know I try to bring as least amount of shit to your show as possible.
Don't worry. You never do anything bad. I love you to death. You can't do any wrong. You could talk about my mother, and I'd love you.
I wouldn't. That's the thing, Joe. The people that are in the section of the list with Jake, are people that I don't talk about because I have too much respect for the people for the actual person or the person they're related to.
Okay. Well, there you go. You're a sweetheart of a person.
All right, there's St. Francis of Assisi.
Go ahead, Dave. What do you got here?
No, I was just going to quickly go with a few things wrestling related. So tonight is a live episode. Apparently, DWELSH was incorrect. I thought, and I proved to be correct because that's initially what I read. And he tried to say it wasn't. But it's airing live tonight, so obviously there's no info about would have occurred if it was a usual one, which was recorded. But there's a lot of, I don't know if you want me to go through the card or just mention that it looks like it's going to be a good show.
SmackDown?
No, AEW.
Oh, Rampage. Yeah, so we will probably go live. I was planning on going live after SmackDown, but I may delay it to be in the middle of AEW and WWE. But
even still, I'm committed to Friday night. So, if 10 o'clock is the start of Monetize This, well, then I'll just have to catch Rampage tomorrow.
We might do 10:30 or 11. But it really depends, I think, on SmackDown a bit and when I get situated. But
I say start at 10.
Bray Wyatt will be on SmackDown probably, so that will be something that's going on there. I don't know what else is going on, but whatever. But yeah, give me the rundown of real quick of AEW.
All right, taking place at Daily Place in Jacksonville. Acclaimed defending their AEW tag titles against Varsity Athletes Tony Nese and Josh Woods. If Matt Castor and Anthony Bowens win, Mark Sterling loses his trademark on the phrase "scissor me." So I'm sure that people would be interested in seeing that.
Oh, yeah.
Also advertised Orange Cassidy versus Roosh versus 10, Dark Order 10 for the AEW All Atlantic Championship. Hook puts the FTW title on the line against Ari Daivari, who I guess we haven't seen in a bit.
No,
Daivari?
Yeah, Daivari.
I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah. Well, Dave doing his Mustafa impression, but no.
How many languages do you speak? That's what I thought. Let's continue. Willow Nightingale versus Penelope Ford. I like her. We don't see her too much, but that's the great thing about having a diverse roster. Jade Cargill will hijack the show if Nyla Rose doesn't return the TBS title. So that's been building up as well, and that's going to be great. And that's all I've got for now. But that doesn't sound too bad. There's a lot of stuff could potentially come out of that.
That does not sound great to me. I mean, it sounds okay though. It's not too. There's been weeks where you've read things and I've been like, I don't care about any of this week or whatever. There's a little interest there, but not a lot. I got to tell you, I'm like at a 6 out of 10.
You have to admit that they do save the best stuff for Dynamite. So Rampage is their SmackDown, and that's perfectly fine for me because it's another of the the avenues that you can watch their product. I'm not, and again, because I'm committed to doing your show, I'm gonna be there. But like when it came out and stuff, I was watching it live and so forth, and it is, to me, it's enjoyable. If you don't like AEW, that's fine. You can watch SmackDown. You can watch other stuff.
Yeah, no, I think it will be pretty good, and certainly I hope we do get to catch some of it, and I hope it's good, and hell, even whatever we're gonna do, I hope it's good tonight. And there's a lot of wrestling tonight. We'll get to all of it.
And the stuff that has to be dwelled deeper, which you said, more news will probably come out. With CM Punk basically done with AEW, there's also potentials of this no compete clause, which would prevent him from possibly going to WWE, but it's not really known yet from all the dirt sheets and shit. So obviously that's a developing story. So that's interesting, and especially since a lot of people have commented, Triple H can seem to let go of grudges, right? Especially after, but CM Punk not much.
You want to know my guess on this? I got a little bit of a guess real quick. I believe that CM Punk could be threatening legal stuff with the backstage stuff, and he could even sue AEW or Tony Khan. However,
not put it past him.
Right?
I would not put it past him.
I got a situation here, right? So here's the thing. We're going to release you from your contract, and you won't be able to do anything for like 3 years. You're going to sue us. Okay. But here's the compromise. The compromise could be this. You don't sue us, and we'll buy out your contract, and we'll erase the part about you can't do anything else. So now they buy out his contract. They allow him to, now he can do whatever he wants. He doesn't have any fucking holds on himself. And everybody's happy now, and he doesn't sue anybody. So there you go.
He buys out his contract and basically goes wherever he wants. But he has to, I think he should be the one that deals with punitive damages. Because look at the shit that he caused.
Well, they attacked him, though.
Controversy and eyes on there, but you know what? It's more, unfortunately, the guy is a liability right now in his current state to AEW, so he is detrimental to.
Slightly disagree with you on that, Dave.
But he defended himself. They came to his locker room, So, but then again, he started the fight.
A lot of
maybe
information that hasn't been revealed and so forth. But
who threw the first punches?
The point I was just trying to make is that, Brian says this: Triple H will not bring him back. But that's the thing. We've seen more willingness to go with the business flow with Triple H, even with people he didn't like, than Punk, who really does love to burn his bridges. So it's just something to consider, and a lot of people are speculating about the non-compete clause. So I'm just bringing that to people's attention so they can think about it as the news starts to develop even further and we find out more and more. But last thing I did want to mention is apparently Jericho has copyrighted, I should say, a new trademark, Chris Jericho's Blood Boat for entertainment services. Jericho's 4-leaf clover cruise will set sail in February 2023. And so he's registered a bunch of different trademarks. He's also registered Ring of Jericho and The Ocho for merchandising purposes. So, this whole company that he's got with the Blood Boat, he's been very successful. That's a niche market, but when you go on a cruise, you've got money to spend. So for him to zero in on this market and continue to do these cruises, especially when the whole COVID thing happened, the guy's a business genius in that sense.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, and I love it. And we've always loved his cruise stuff, and I hope they do more with it. I still really am sad that they didn't have John Moxley on a water jet ski, like crash the boat. I think that would be
that actually would have been a great.
It drives me nuts. I wish they would do that. Also, real quick. Elon Musk confirms he will fire 75% of Twitter staff. So that's coming up.
Yeah,
Yuri the Don. Yuri,
if
it goes through, yeah. Yuri the Don, give me a quick take, man. You're here. You haven't been here in a while. Yuri, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, bro. How you doing?
All right, man. I'm getting ready for tonight's Monetize This after SmackDown. We'll be live right here, and you're an OG. And what's going on with you?
I'm not doing shit. I'm actually about to go to Arizona.
Really?
Yes.
What are you going to do out there?
Or the state?
My girlfriend been wanting to go for a long time. I don't know why, but she offered me a free trip, so I'm going.
Nice.
Well, it's been a while since we've heard from Yori the Dawn, man. It's good to have him here. And the Goon should be happy because now someone different has called the show, and it's Yori the Dawn. So that's good. That should make the Goon happy. Fuck the Goon. Whoa.
Come on, boys.
Jesus.
You know what? You know what? Goon, are you listening? You just made the list.
Oh.
Oh. Lips.
Oh, no. You just made the lisp.
You just made the list.
You just made the lisp.
Come on, Faith.
You hear that, Goon? You
Thank
fucking
you,
fuck. It's too bad you're not. Oh, never
Say
mind.
it.
I was going to say something
You
terrible.
know, a matter of the fact that anyone that bitches to Joe Cronin about who's on the show and who's not on the show is gonna make the list.
Hey, listen.
Seriously, dude, I'm tired of that bullshit. Fucking goddamn.
Well, it's just it's a troll. It's not
about
real.
on the show. He just joined in.
Dave's here.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
That's right. You should have looked at the
Dave,
list.
speaking about bitching, Dave, shut the fuck up.
Great, Garguts is here. The Goon said he didn't like Garguts.
Well, the Goon said he really doesn't like Garguts. That was a big thing.
I know I smell beans.
Yeah. Well, you know what, dude? I just fucking came back from having sex. So when I come fucking listen to this shit, I'm just like, bro, go have sex.
Yeah.
Go do
What's his
something
name?
else.
Yeah.
Go do
What's his
something
name?
else. Do something productive.
Well, look
No,
at
what's his name?
look at
What's his
everybody is
name?
here. Look, Goon,
The mama.
everybody is here that wants to be here. Everybody's here that wants to be here. Look, anybody else could be here. These are the ones that are here. See, Goon?
Like, I'm literally at fucking at ease right now. I don't give a fuck about what anybody says. So when I hear that shit, I'm just like, seriously, this argument again?
Oh yeah, it's a troll. It's a troll job. It's all it is.
Hey, Dave.
Intellectual
I get it.
debate tonight. Me and Garguts. You know, let's see if he can actually hold it together.
Well, how about Garguts? I think Garguts versus
Should we talk
Bullfrog.
about illegal immigration, or perhaps what happened on 9/11? I don't know.
Well, tonight
I could talk about 9/11, but
I
immigration,
think I honestly think Garguts versus Bullfrog would be better. I don't think.
Hey, Dave, I got a question for you.
Statement.
I also want to say I'm going to be posting the classic original fight that Tommy had with Bullfrog. I found it. Nobody could find it. They said they were looking for it. I have it. It's going up on Patreon. Plus the second one, it's all combined into one big long thing on Patreon. It'll be up in a little while. Enjoy that if you like that weird type of shit.
You never actually posted back up that Bullfrog, the fight that you had with Bullfrog when he was saying what was he saying? I forgot it.
Well, the other day I did.
You weren't there for you weren't there for me. You weren't there.
Yes,
for me.
no. The other day I unprivated that, so it is.
Where
it
were
is
you
public.
when I needed you the most? Is what he
Yeah,
said.
where were you when I needed you the most? That's
Yes.
what it was.
Where were you? I unprivated it, and I thought I shared it, but I will put it up again if you need it. It's public now.
Oh.
I think it was it was privated because several people, including.
You know what we need to find, Joe?
What's that?
A cure for stutters?
No, the clip when I asked to be unmonetized this the first time,
Yes,
and I had that.
I'm gonna
awesome
search for
whoa.
that. I'm gonna search tonight for that. It's got to be somewhere on one of my old hard drives. It is one of the funniest clips I've ever heard in my life. That is one of the funniest things that I've ever heard.
No, because for the longest time I thought your monetized this intro should have ended with the whoa.
Yeah, well, I got to make a new monetize this intro anyway. Anyway, Jennifer Muppet Baby, thank you so much. Did you hear Thunder Rosa go off on Busted Open? No, I didn't hear it. She flipped out. What happened?
Yeah, had some words against Tony Storm and I can't remember the other thing, but she did a shoot.
Ooh.
So.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to listen to that. 100%.
So
Man.
you're bringing Bullfrog back?
Well, Bullfrog wants to come back, and so SITH NEGAN has said he came up with a good idea. Me and him talked, and the idea is tonight Bullfrog gets 15 to 30 minutes to plead his case to come back to the show, and there's stipulations there. And if the audience, you guys, all want him to come back, you guys get to vote on it. Then we will.
What was that crying email like?
Joe, you bring him back?
One night only.
Hey, you bring him back, I'm gonna make his life miserable.
Well, fuck,
Joe.
forget you. Someone else is going to make his life really miserable, apparently.
Hey, I'm making him so mad that he's gonna shoot himself in the mouth while he's in his knees.
Can't even string a sentence together. Bullfrog has better grammar than you do, AJ.
That's true.
Hey, Joe.
Yes. You minority.
If Bullfrog is gonna plead his case like a defense for why he should be back on the show, should we have someone that's prosecuting him as well?
Well, I will be the one.
I'm good at that. But it's going to be similar to the debate that we had during the election, or prior to the election,
right,
a couple of years ago, with me and
boy.
Bullfrog.
I would consider it like I will be moderating. I will say I'll be moderating. Dave will be sort of cross-examining.
All right.
Right. And then everybody else will kind of get their shot in as well. There you go. Sith Negan has posted it on the Discord.
I'm going to get a list of clips to you as well from my streams where he also makes an example of himself. So
yes, Dave, there are many clips I actually don't even have of Bullfrog or even know about. Some of them I don't even know about.
As your unofficial producer, I will I'll task myself to do such things.
I appreciate it, Dave. Dave will be paid tonight. All right. So.
In the blood of a bullfrog?
In the blood of Bullfrog's family.
You could probably use that in a spell or something.
Tonight is going to be some kind of monetize this. I'm just going to tell you right now, do not miss tonight's show live.
I can feel the force.
There may be even
you. Alicia hate Joe. Do it.
Goon may even get some. Goon may coincidentally actually get something he wants because there may be a return of somebody tonight as well on monetize this. Who knows what's going to happen? And so he may actually get what he wanted earlier tonight. That being said, I'll hang up and I'll see you guys tonight after SmackDown. Around. It's time.
Hey Joe, I hit you up when I get out of the hospital.
Yes, please let me know, Dan. Let me know if you're okay.
Depth of whites.
Okay, let me know. All right. Be safe. Make sure they measure your oxygen levels. They do that?
If give everything to Joe.
Yeah, I want to know what your heart rate and your oxygen levels are. But yeah, drink plenty of fluids. Make sure you have Pedialyte. Get some Gatorade and water. You know the deal. Take some zinc. Seriously.
Zinc?
Well, can they tell you the real reason why you're sick?
All right, brother. Well, because he's Neanderthal.
No, it's years of incest. But anyway.
Oh. All right, we'll see you tonight.
Your discussion with incest seems to indicate a lot.
Look at him.
Quiet minority.
Oh. All right, there we go. That's it from them. That was the Discord. Tonight is going to be wild. We're up against it right now. Let's play the donations.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete.
Dave may be live in a minute.
I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest. I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Somewhere Bret Hart is blaming Goldberg for the CM Punk situation.
Yeah, somewhere Bret Hart is blaming Goldberg. Well, somewhere Goldberg is robbing a homeless person for their last couple of pennies, if you know what I mean. Thank you, Robbie Hyde, for that donation, though. What up, Robbie? How are you, sir? Too bad it's the baseball's over for us, huh? But we can watch the Yankees lose, hopefully. Drew
Prayers
Bar.
for Kennedy. I go to the doctor Thursday. Been passing blood for over a week myself.
Jesus. Passing blood. I mean, that can be so many different things, man. That is the blood like red blood? Because then it's probably external, right? I'm not a doctor, but I don't know. Dude, what is the screaming upstairs? What are you talking about?
Super chat party.
Awkward to say this, Live Joe, but would like to join you on live stream in the near future. I don't know whether your audience will want this or not, but I think there's no harm in trying.
Praise Muhamdar. Award to say this live, but I'd like to join your live stream in the near future. Yeah, Praise, for sure. We got to do something.
You raised a piece of shit.
It's Joe's show. He can dig up the Von Erichs and stick a microphone in front of them if he wants. Fuck off, goon, you troll cunt.
Maybe it's the jabby jab is why everybody's sick. Dan Kennedy, Careless Lisper. Thank you for that donation. Sounds like my kids are upstairs fighting. I've got to get out of here anyway to get to, I got to go do the other work.
Super chat party.
I'm almost late.
How to call from India, Joe. Would like to call in one of your phone-ins or unmonetize this.
Discord. You should be able to go on Discord, right? because Discord is just an app. You download it, you can come call from anywhere in the country. So there's no phone number now, so you can just Skype or Discord. But Discord is what we all use now. Prayesh, I'll send you the link to it actually on your maybe Instagram. I'll send you the link.
Super chat party.
Oh, and I'll give you tonight's preview for SmackDown.
Positive vibes, Joe. Can't wait for tonight. Heart, waving hand,
Thank
black
you.
scissors, smiling face with hearts.
Scissor me. Jennifer Muppet Baby. Thank you, Jennifer, for the support. Again, you're always the best. Jennifer Muppet Baby's here. Oh, Canada. Tonight's going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy, I think, tonight. Maybe. We'll see. Logan Paul's going to be on SmackDown tonight for the little SmackDown rundown. The Goon, you're back, by the way. Goon, you're back in the chat. You're back from, I'll give you timeout. Liv Morgan versus Sonya Deville. That'll put some butts in the seats. I mean, maybe Liv Morgan versus Sonya Deville in an OnlyFans match. Maybe that would be good. I mean, Sonya's all right, but God, Liv. Damage Control versus Rodriguez versus Shotzi. That kind of sucks to me. So not good so far. Logan Paul and 2 women's matches. And that's it. Nothing else is scheduled or booked for SmackDown. That's what we got scheduled. Logan Paul, Liv Morgan, Sonya, and the fucking Code Red or whatever they are. So that's not good. Not good. I mean, I'm assuming Bray Wyatt's going to be there, right? And if the Bloodline isn't there and Bray Wyatt's not there and that's all that's going on, I mean, good Lord. There's got to be more going on than that. By the way, Wawa has closed multiple stores in Philadelphia due to exploding crime wave that's going on in Philadelphia. Wawa is out, brother. So Wawa has closed their stores because of all the crime in Philadelphia. Great run city there. Figure out who's in charge of that place. Well, you know, I was going to run Philadelphia, you know. Let Rocky run Philadelphia. On the streets of Philadelphia, you get gritty. By the way, all the donations should be working again. Gritty is back down below. Gritty. Look at his look, how he looks in the $12 spot. Scissor Me, $9.99. And all the other ones, they're all there. They're all listed in the description box down below. I want to thank everybody for helping out with today's extended stream. I had a lot of fun. 2 hours. Click the like button and stick the thumb directly up my you-know-what. And tonight will be Monetize This, episode 389 tonight, where Bullfrog pleads his case to return to the Joe Cronin Show. We birthed him and borned him here on the show, and we also put him to death. But now he wants to come back. And SITH NEGAN has come up with a great idea, and I've also thrown my ideas out there, and we've combined for this. Tonight, Bullfrog, 30 minutes to plead his case. You guys voting on what you think about the whole thing. Will he return? It's up to you guys tonight. Plus, Dan Kennedy comes on the show to continue to talk about his lisp. You just made the lisp. And find out why he has a list of people and who they are, of who the people he won't talk about on my show are and why that is. Tonight. Find that out as we continue to figure that out about Dan Kennedy. Why did you say that I give you a list of people not to talk about? I don't do that. I've never made a list. I didn't know what to say. I apologize. I know you didn't give me a list, but I am smart enough to know what people we don't talk about on your show. And I have them on a list to remind myself not to talk about them. And earlier we found out also that on that list, he has categories of people that he won't talk about and how he'll talk about them. Bullfrog is in the category of he'll talk about them only if they're brought up. So that's very interesting. We're going to find more about that tonight, plus the SmackDown review, AEW, Rampage review, and everything else tonight. Rampage actually does look better than SmackDown tonight, but I don't 100% know that. But tonight, SITH NEGAN, as he says in the chat, tonight, Bullfrog's fate is in the hands of everybody else. SITH NEGAN now will no longer be responsible for the reason Bullfrog is or is not here. Tonight, Bullfrog's fate is in the people's hands. End of the line. The enemy design, SITH NEGAN. And I know that SITH now is a lot going on, so it's awesome that he was able to stop by and give us that info. Obviously, he can't be here as much anymore. but he was able to stop by and give us that info is huge. Tonight, we'll find out. Did I get through all the donations? Yes, I did. Everybody have a good rest of the day. I'll see you tonight live for Monetize This. An explosive show tonight, and maybe a big return tonight as well. It could be a explosive Monetize This tonight. Be here.
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
To the show that gets people hard. Really hard.
Please let me come.
It's time for a little afternoon Joe Cronin. Get ready to get off.
I just might fuck her!
Please let me come.
Fuck you with a broomstick!
I
love it!
My tank is officially empty.
You ever see two Italian people talking to each other and they go oh paisan or whatever, and you're just like, your people are gross.
Please let me come.
Also available on Patreon in the next hour, the complete fight with Tommy versus Bullfrog, the original fight from the first fight before their second one on Monetize This. Their first fight and their second one on Monetize This, both of them available in audio form, coming to Patreon in the next hour or so. Look for that on Patreon, all you patrons out there. And I'm talking to you, producers.
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
Yeah, man.
Timestamp is right around.
Good. Oh, you hear that? Because you got hey.
You want to get Friday with Grant's Toy Story or Toy Story, where the fuck his name is.
You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do?
You want to get Friday with Grant Toy Story.
You know, Dr. Earl.
Oh, fuck you. You're a dumbass. You are absolutely a dumbass piece of garbage. You know that?
You're a dumbass piece of garbage. Fucking 2-cent loser.
Holy Christ. 2-cent loser.
2-cent loser.
Fuck you, man.
Tommy, how was that super earlier you was eating? Did you gobble down that soup like a fucking vagina?
You know, Bullfrog, I got another question for you. What is what's a natural disaster measured on the Richter scale?
Tommy, IQ level.
Why don't you give me a real answer?
I did. Tommy's brain cells.
Google the shit if you must. Goddamn.
I mean, do you
Tommy's brain cells are
Tommy,
measured on the Richter scale.
Tommy, give me a natural disaster measured on the Richter scale.
9.6?
No, give me what is the natural disaster that's on the Richter scale?
12.6.
What is
12.6?
What is the natural disaster called that's measured by the Richter scale?
Category 5?
I feel like I'm in the high school.
Fucking earthquake, you fuck.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Tommy,
I tried to give him that.
I'm not a dumbass motherfucker. Fuck you, okay? You're better than me. Okie doke.
I know I
Look at
am.
this stuff. Oh!
You know you are?
Yes,
Jesus.
I know I
Bullfrog
am.
thinks.
Poor little Tommy. His feelings don't want to show he works for him when he's all poor little Tommy.
I mean, Bullfrog, when you did that video, like Joe was saying, when you did that video about it, Denny's, because he watched the wrong podcast and got the wrong idea.
You come on Throwdown, you come on this show. It's 12:30 at night, Tom. You know, you'll come on this show, but Monetize This starts at 11.
No, I'm gay. And Tommy, do you like gay?
Would you get froggy with Crystal?
Oh, fuck this.
No, I'm gay. And Tommy, do you like gay men?
No.
Wow, whoa, wait a minute. That's a long time to answer that. Like you asked me.
I have a gay friend, but stop trying to point out that I hate gay people. Like, I don't.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
Nobody said that.
Well, I just feel like that.
I think you're gay. Is what I was thinking. You took you so long to answer that. Usually someone would say, "No, I'm not gay."
Yeah.
But you
I'm not
like,
gay.
oh.
I like vagina. I like women.
Well, I don't know. It took you a long time to answer that.
Tommy, I'm gay, so I like guys.
Well, that's what you like.
I'm a full-on gay person. I love guys.
Well, I don't think any less of you if anybody thinks that I think.
It sounds
less
like
of-
you're really defensive about this. So it sounds like you're
Yeah,
hiding something
he
about
is.
gay hate.
Nope.
Tommy, have you ever watched a gay porn?
No.
Yeah, right. I think you're full of shit.
I think you're full of shit too.
Yeah.
I know. I am.
I think
I'm
you're
captain
secretly
of the,
not.
I'm captain of the bullshits.
I think you're secretly not gay, but you're just using it as a troll item to say you are gay, but you're not gay.
I am. Bitch, I am gay. You misguided faggot.
That's what
I
trolls
am
do.
gay. I am gay, you fucking.
Hey, listen,
I am gay, you
that's how trolls
fucking
work. They
Wendy's
use an
fucker.
item to troll people with, so that's how I know how trolls work. They
Tommy, why don't you go eat
and
some
they
Wendy's?
pound it in there, and they start throwing
Yeah, you keep pounding that shit in there.
You fucking are. It's a
Yeah,
fucking
Tommy, you
troll.
keep pounding that shit in there. You like pounding it.
Fuck you.
Oh my
Tommy,
God.
you want to pound my froggy ass? Tommy, you want to pound my froggy ass?
Nope.
Yeah, you do. You want to? You want to get froggy with me? You misguided faggot.
I think Bullfrog's winning. Holy shit.
This is fucking naughty. This is fucking weird shit.
Oh my God. Who's more? Tommy, who do you think is more autistic, you or Bullfrog?
Probably me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's me.
I know I'm high functioning, but I'm probably.
No, you're low. No, you're low on function. You're on the bottom of the pool of the pulpit.
Oh, so you certainly know who I am. So fuck you.
I do know who you are. I'm your replacement, bitch.
Oh, come on, man. Jesus.
Well, you're hardly a replacement because you fucking hardly say anything on any show. So how the fuck are you?
I
a
do.
replacement?
I bring entertainment. I do bring entertainment.
Back in the
I
fucking
do
day,
bring
I
a
made
lot
Joe
shut
a
up,
lot
you
of
Wendy's
fucking money.
faggot.
Okay, I made him a lot of fucking money. I gave him
Oh,
a
good
lot
for
of
you,
fucking
Tommy.
clips.
Good for you.
So I was the
You want a
funniest,
cookie,
okay?
Tommy?
Me and some
You
other
want a
people
cookie,
were fucking
Tommy?
funny when we were on this
Yeah,
show.
fuck you,
Made
Tommy.
gold.
Yeah,
What
fuck
have
you,
you done?
Wendy's eating
You've
bitch.
done
La 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 la. Fuck you, Tommy. Kiss my froggy ass.
A mistake. Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?
Hard. Really hard.
Please let me come.
It's time for a little afternoon Joe Cronin. Get ready to get off.
I just might fuck her!
Please let me come.
Fuck you with a broomstick! I love it!
My tank is officially empty.
You ever see two Italian people talking to each other and they go oh paisan or whatever, and you're just like, your people are gross.
You fucking mark! Please let me come.
Why don't you eat the cheese out of your mother's vagina before you kill her?